Happy Thursday, everyone. The last official theme Thursday. We're doing it today. It is going to be the end of an era very soon. The conversation is happening in another Waste group on Facebook. You'll be want to join that if you have some opinions on things. Apparently, no one seems to care about the day of the week very much. Now some discussion happening about the time of the day. So those are, those are things you'll probably want to be a part of. Danny is first. Melissa is second. Ian is second first. That is what we've got so far. And Ian is also third. Ian has been planting trees and setting things on fire from what I've seen on the internet. He has been up in Maryland doing that, I guess, over the weekend. We saw some pictures of that. We didn't plant any trees, but we did set things on fire over the weekend. So we have that in common. We do. Today, a theme Thursday. Remember, we will give you time to guess the theme at the end of the show. So don't do it before that. Don't. I know you're going to be like, I know what it is. I want to guess. But don't do it.
I will absolutely take points from you.
Yeah, it'll be terrible. So wait until the end of the show. But every question and or answer is going to have a thread through it that ties them all together into one theme. And that theme will give you points if you guess. Ian has shared the show. And that's important today because if you share the show on Facebook publicly, you'll see the alert that showed up down below here. If that shows up, not only do you get a point, but you add 5 points to the bank. All right. And if you host the show on Twitch, you add another 5 points to the bank as well. And you get your own point. So that's a win-win. The bank is going to get a bunch of points. All right. And then all of those points will be distributed to the people who are able to guess the theme correctly. So if 10 people share and or host, we'll have 50 points in the bank. If one person gets the theme correct, they'll get all of those points. If 10 people guess correct, each of them will get 5 points. That's how that's going to work outside. It is tough to sew outside, so setting fires is a second pursuit. Well, yeah, I could see how that would be difficult to do. You definitely have to go to just the needle and thread. You can't have the machine out there. I guess you could have a generator going, right? Danny says, I went to see Real People from work yesterday as a social distance friendly space and did absolutely nothing during what our exclusive director coined as the anti-retreat, since we didn't have an agenda for many staff retreats except lunch. That makes it difficult.
Hey, Septic.
Yes.
I hope you have legs again.
Yes, we do hope you have legs again, Septic. Welcome back. Craig is a number. He has joined us today. This is good. We've got a few people coming in strong. We do need our 10. We didn't have 10 for Tuesday. So
I was supposed to do something.
What were you supposed to do?
Hey, Craig. Danny sent you a message on Facebook but was concerned that maybe you didn't get it because you're not actually friends on Facebook with Danny, and so it might be like hidden in your messages somewhere, so you should check your Facebook hidden messages.
Yeah, so Facebook has things called like message requests. You have to go like into the message app bit. You have to like, not the part that pops up that like pops down and says you have messages, but like the messages page. And then you'll see that you have message requests from people who are not your friends, but maybe should be. Something to think about.
Oh, Septic's legs came back and he had a session tonight.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that. It was like my address. I don't want to publish it to all who can see because y'all are weirdos and would show up and then I'd be annoyed. That's not wrong. That is probably correct. I don't know that everyone would show up, but I would imagine that one of the people would show up. I don't know which, but someone would get a wild hair up their ass and decide to go to Vermont because why not? That's what they would say. See, Septic would show up. Septic would go all the way from the UK. Septic would try and get stationed in Vermont when he joins the army. Ian says stalking is his third hobby. which I assume that's when you take corn off of its stalk, right? Is that what that term means?
Yep.
It's leaf peeper
Peeper.
season. What is leaf peeper?
People who go around and go, ooh, the leaves are changing.
Oh, gotcha. Nice. Stalking is first or second hobby. For Danny, your stalking is first or second for you? Is that what you're saying? All right, so we do need a few people left. Again, go check out another Wasted group. We posted something on there. It looks like the day may be on Thursdays. That might be the direction we've gone because nobody chimed in. And now people are talking about starting at 6, starting at 7, somewhere in there, and going for the 2 hours. So if you have an opinion, this would be the time to do that. Trey has joined us.
Just for a moment.
Just a ride by. Hello, Trey.
Yes, Craig, how is your shitty hotel?
Craig
is in Atlantic City and will be going to Tony Baloney's.
What are you doing in Atlantic City?
He's working.
Working? Okay. Well, that's not as much fun. But Tony Baloney's delicious. Ridiculous pizza. We were just talking about the best cheesesteak I've ever had is at Tony Baloney's in Atlantic City. And the only argument is that maybe you could argue that it's not a traditional cheesesteak because it's got some other junk in it. Like it's got a sauce and stuff, but I really like it. So I'm going to say I would rather have it than a cheesesteak. That's it. I know that we're going to get hate mail now. People will write us and say, what the hell are you thinking? Cheesesteaks are amazing. How dare you? But I'll say that most of the cheesesteaks that I've ever eaten are somewhere between kind of bland and boring and this is food. That's where I've put it. I've never had a cheesesteak that is more traditional that I've been like, I need to come back here and do this again.
And it has like a chipotle mayo.
Yeah. Yeah, that it's not really chipotle mayo, but it's a sauce. Right? I'd
say it's creamy. There's
it's
a chance there's mayo in it.
Yeah, it's a creamy, but it's not, I wouldn't say it's a mayo. Like it's not, they don't spread it. They like squirt it onto it.
Craig, it is definitely better than the must-have cheesesteaks in Philly.
Oh, yeah. Hands down.
Septic. A cheesesteak is if you take ribeye steak and you shave it really thin.
Yep.
And then you cook it up on like a flat top grill with some salt and some pepper and also onions and sometimes bell peppers all mixed in. And then you put it on a hoagie roll, which is like a long sub roll like this.
Yep.
A split on the top. You stick it in there and you cover it in cheese.
Usually one of two types of cheese, right? You either get provolone or you get Cheese Whiz.
Which is cheese in a can.
Yeah. Well, it's in a jar.
That's true.
Yeah. Cheese Whiz comes in a jar. The spray cheese comes in a can, which is not what you...
Not the same.
Yeah. That is not what you
don't
want.
have to have cheese on it, but it is a cheese steak.
Yeah, it does seem like you would probably need that. Ian says Swiss. I haven't seen a Swiss one.
I've never seen a Swiss one.
I've seen provolone or whiz. But yeah, I've never seen the Swiss. That is interesting. But yeah, sometimes you can get, if you want to like get a little variety on it. I think the original would be steak, onions, cheese, provolone or whiz. Those are the ones I'm familiar with. If you want to zhuzh it up, some mushrooms, sometimes you can get on it, like some bell peppers, things like that. But that I think is the like old school one. The one in Atlantic City is,
I'm going to look up the description.
I think has onions chopped up in it.
It has like fried onions in it.
And the big difference though is that it's definitely not whiz. It is, I think, provolone, but because it's melty and gooey, and then it's got a sauce on it that's like a chipotle sauce. Oh, you're gonna get the review. Oh, go and get the actual description.
Yeah.
Okay.
Getting the cheesesteak ole, chipotle sauce, fried onion, lettuce, tomato, cilantro, and string cheese. They make their own mozzarella cheese in-house. Choose mezcal marinated steak or grilled chicken or seitan.
There you have it. It's delicious. All right, so let's see. It doesn't sound terrible, unlike Hot Pocket. Hot Pocket is terrible. Hot Pockets you do just because you have to, because you have nothing else to eat, and you have 2 minutes to make something. Smiles is here. I don't know if you saw Smiles come in. Chicken cheesesteak with American fried mushrooms, tomato. Interesting.
I do like a chicken cheesesteak.
Mm-hmm. Shaggy's here. He says Geno's versus Pat's.
They're both bullshit.
Both terrible.
They both taste boiled.
Yeah. I thought they were both really underwhelming and unfortunate. I'll be honest. In fact, I don't even think that the cheesesteak is the best sandwich that they make on their menu. Right? Because is it Pat's that has the Italian pork or whatever
Broccoli
it is?
Rob.
The Broccoli Rob one? Is that right?
I don't know.
One of them does, and that was a better sandwich than the cheesesteak.
Oh, this sounds good. A French onion soup cheesesteak.
All right. If you are in Philly, so far we've tried a bunch of them, and if you're in Philly and you want to try a cheesesteak, I would go to Jim's on South Street. I think
That
that's
would be my preference.
That's the best one we've had. And no offense to Jim's, I ate it and I was like, that was a sandwich. Like, it was good.
Yeah.
It was as good as I can imagine a cheesesteak being. But it was like...
Ian says both are bad, but Geno's is extra racist. Don't go to Geno's.
I didn't know that Geno's was extra racist. That's wonderful.
All right.
That gives me just more reason not to ever go there. Just don't use mayonnaise. That's Philly equivalent of rinsing the Old Bay off your crabs in Baltimore. That's fair. All right.
The owner of Geno's used to harass minorities on a loudspeaker from his Humvee. That is so fucking American.
All right. Yeah. That's so many tropes in one.
Okay, I found the ultimate steak sandwich, by the way. It's a new sandwich on their menu.
Oh.
It is shaved ribeye, smoked bacon, garlic aioli, fresh mozzarella, and it's on garlic bread.
Oh, that sounds good. They do just crazy stuff over there.
They have no fucking boundaries.
They have ridiculous pizzas that are like mac and cheese pizzas and short rib pizzas and taco pizzas. And they also have a pizza that is the hottest pizza you can eat, I think, and it's a challenge. I don't know if it has it on their website, but we saw it on Food Network, and it's just a bunch of peppers on it, and you know, you get your name on the wall or something if you actually eat the whole thing. But they just all kinds of ridiculous things. Delicious. Recommended.
They have a pizza with General Tso's fried chicken.
Yep.
Sesame seeds, mozzarella, scallions, and hot honey.
Yep. Delicious stuff. Tuna melt is my idea of hell.
She doesn't believe that cheese and seafood should go together.
That's fair, Melissa. A lot of people would agree.
The only place where I believe that seafood and cheese should go together is a tuna melt. I think there's got to be some other places where it would make sense. That's the only one that makes sense off the top of my head. How about that?
Right. What about shrimp and butter?
Oh, if we're just going dairy, I'm specifically saying cheese.
Oh, okay. But she said seafood and dairy.
Yeah.
So I was going with that.
Well, she doesn't even eat seafood.
Well,
first of all.
Whatever. I don't eat seafood. I've studied it for too long. You know, you're like, oh, I would like a scallop, but I know what it eats. It's just filtering.
I know it lives with its own poop.
Yeah, it's just all the junk. Oh, I can't. I'm sorry. Agree that fish and cheese is not good. I don't mind the American cheese that they put on the don't they put it on the filet of fish?
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. Never had a problem with that.
There you go.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so I have
let's see. I just got an ad on Twitch for September. I'm wondering if it's the BDSM or sandwich variety. Oh, I see. If it is a submarine sandwich or a person who is submissive, that you should ask them. Tell them they should follow us too. Especially if they're the sandwich type.
We love sandwiches.
Local has a wonderful crab cake Benedict hollandaise over poached eggs on crab cake. Nom nom. Yeah, that would be good.
We have 7 people.
We have 7 people and it is 7:15. Unfortunately, that is not enough people to continue. You have disappointed Caitlin quite a bit, just so you all know. She really wanted to do this theme Thursday. She's had it for like 3 weeks.
The 3rd week.
Yeah, 33. Well, even more than that because we've skipped theme Thursdays, right?
Yeah. So
it's the 3rd theme Thursday. So it's been like 2
Say
months.
Do it again.
The 3rd theme Thursday?
Yep.
So unfortunately, this will be another one that we skip, proving that going down to 1 day a week is probably the right move. Looks like that's going to be next Thursday. However, we will be back on Saturday for a final show of this season here. That'll be very exciting. And we'll start again on Thursday. Ian would like to count his fish as a contestant.
Well, then we have 8.
The Wheel of Fish.
Nope.
No.
Not doing the Wheel of Fish.
All right. So let's go check out our shares.
Let's do that.
That's the things we got to do. Going to the Facebooks, looking like I'm a visitor to my own page. Ooh, just one person. Ian gets a point.
Good job, Ian.
Could have been part of the problem. Thank you, Ian, for doing that. Shaggy, Septic, Trey, Nico, and Danny all get points for hosting over on Twitch. Don't forget Princess Fussy Pants also hosted. She's on Twitch if you want to check out her gaming. Old Guy Gaming Time also hosted it. Good friend Mike. He does some streaming of games as well. So go check that out. So we've put all of the numbers because people got in here first, second, and third. We've had people who shared and hosted. So some points have been awarded. So we're putting those numbers through the calculator and determining who the winner is.
There's a tie.
There's
It's a tie.
All right. Who are our 2 winners?
Our 2 winners are Melissa and Ian.
Melissa and Ian. Congratulations, Melissa and Ian. You will have to figure out things amongst yourselves. Write stuff in the chat. Let us know what color you agree upon. While you're doing that, I will mention all of the other things. This show is going to be changing quite a bit next week. We'll be back here Saturday at 7 o'clock, but next week it'll be Thursday at some time. We don't know yet. We'll announce it on Saturday. We'll put it up on Instant Messenger. That's what I was going to say. No, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, those types of things, announcing when it'll be going live. But it'll be a 2-hour show, 21 questions on Thursday. So that is what the next iteration of the show is going to look like. Don't forget that all of this has been brought to you by my podcast, Another Wasted Hour, which had a big jump in listenership just like a week ago. It was very strange. I don't know why that was, but I do appreciate it. Whoever it was who's been downloading every episode, or I don't know what you're doing, but look at this. Look at that right there. It went back down. Now people aren't as interested in it, which makes me think that did we do something right during that time? I don't even know. But go listen to some episodes since we're not doing this today. Go check out an episode. It's free. Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. Anywhere you get podcasts, just search for Another Wasted Hour. Subscribe. Give us a review and some stars. We'd appreciate it. Do we have any acceptance speeches or anything? Any acceptance speeches or whatnot? Diana did an acceptance speech. Sort of, I guess. Let's see. Septic says this makes me sad but happy because I get more sleep every night. Well, that's fine. Thursday, you won't get any sleep. It'll just be longer and more terrible. Diana says, thanks for showing up. Appreciate you. Good night. Melissa says, thanks for not holding the tuna melt thing against me. Why would you? Why would we? That's ridiculous. Craig says, winner cage match. That would be good. Ian would like the studio to be fish color, which could be so many colors. There's so many different types of fish. Let's see. Nico is here. They had forgot and they are late. I don't know if that means that Mordecai is also here or if Nico is now a queen and speaking in the royal we. That is hard to tell.
If it makes you feel better, you didn't make the difference. It's not like we had 9 and you were the 10th one.
If both Nico and Mordecai were here, we then have 9. Yep. So, all right, let's see. We'll have to determine the color of fish with the wheel. I am too. Yes, he's also here. Phew. Of. I hope it waits until I get home Monday. It's supposed to rain until I get back. Fish!
I could always take it off your front step if it gets there before Monday, Craig.
Yeah, just let us know. We'll steal your stuff. All right. So I guess what Caitlin will pick a fish color. Perhaps it'll be a salmon.
Salmon, yeah. That
would be a nice color. Or maybe it could be like a nice deep tuna color. Yeah. There's lots of things. So all kinds of options. Did we ever get? Salmon would be nice. All right. We've agreed on a salmon, it sounds like.
Why do you say the L in salmon?
Because it's there.
Okay.
Look at it. How is it spelled?
All right.
Sound it out.
Nope.
Salmon.
I just had crispy salmon skins today.
Salmon. Did you mean crispy salmon skins?
I didn't.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Melissa, how do you say the word salmon?
Salmon.
She is a professional. She would know the correct pronunciation of salmon. Just saying. This is why you get paid the big bucks, Caitlin. Always thinking. Do you get gigantic bucks? That's like those big checks. You say it's salmon. See, Ian agrees with me.
Oh my God. Just finish your outro.
Oh, fine. Whatever. We got the winners. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares anymore.
Everybody loves their podcast.
Whatever.
Podcast is great.
It's great. The L is not pronounced.
Thank you, Melissa.
The what is not pronounced?
The L.
No, wait. The what is not pronounced?
The L.
You pronounced it. The what is not pronounced?
The
is not pronounced. And I'm not pronouncing them. All right. Let's get out of here, people. Until 7:00 on Saturday. Everybody stay safe, stay healthy. If you do not know what you need to do to stay healthy, you should call your doctor and let them know that you need some treatment of some sort, mainly in the brain area, because it's been everywhere. Also, shout out to all the people who have been essential workers through all of this. We appreciate you and what you do, and even when you're not doing it. That's about it. Right? Any other things? No, I don't think so. So, what is the final word of the day, Caitlin?
Constabulary.
Constabulary. If you people don't start showing up to this show on Saturday, I'm going to come constabulary all of you.
That's not what that means.
7:00 on Saturday. Good night, everybody.